The Curse of Oak Island. Gary Drayton's daughter, Katya, joins the team at Smith's Cove. In the latest episode of The Curse of Oak Island, metal detection expert Gary Drayton introduced his daughter, Katya Drayton, to the team, marking her debut on the show. Katya, who has been metal detecting since she was 7 under her father's guidance, expressed enthusiasm about contributing to the island's ongoing treasure hunt. Upon meeting Rick Legina, the central figure in the Oak Island exploration, Katya was granted permission to assist with metal detecting over the coming weeks. Legina questioned her about her belief in the existence of treasure on the island. Katya responded confidently, suggesting that the persistent interest in Oak Island over the years indicates the presence of undiscovered treasures. Gary expressed pride in having his daughter join the team, while Rick joked about his wish for his nephews to have the same confidence she had shown in hunting for the island's treasure. Katya detects metal at Smith's Cove. Rick assigned Katya to commence her metal detecting efforts in Smith's Cove, a site of significant interest where the team has been searching for flood tunnels and vertical shafts. Katya joined team members Craig Tester and Jack Begley in this area to continue excavation. Specializing in beach hunting, Katya acknowledged the challenges of transitioning to the terrain of Smith's Cove, but felt well prepared due to her father's training. Her expertise quickly became evident when she discovered a substantial piece of iron during the search. Craig Tester noted the find and mentioned plans to have Emma Culligan, the team's resident expert, analyze it to determine its significance. Smith's Cove search concludes after a promising start. In addition to Katya's discovery, the team at Smith's Cove believes they may have uncovered the remains of a wooden shaft, potentially shedding light on the island's intricate underground structures. Despite these promising developments, the day's search concluded without further evidence of the legendary flood tunnels. Nevertheless, Rick Legina remains optimistic, believing that Smith's Cove still holds answers crucial to unraveling Oak Island's mysteries. Gary Drayton, known for his significant contributions to the show, including the discovery of a medieval artifact dubbed Drayton's Cross, has a rich history in treasure hunting. Originally from Grimsby, Lincolnshire, England, he began his career as a bottle digger before transitioning to metal detecting upon moving to South Florida. Over the years, he has unearthed numerous valuable items, such as Spanish treasures, gold rings, and war artifacts. His daughter, Katya, has been involved in his treasure hunting adventures from a young age, often accompanying him on detecting trips alongside her sister, Anya, and their mother, Jennifer. Katya's involvement in The Curse of Oak Island adds a familial dimension to the show's dynamic and introduces a new generation of treasure hunters to the long-standing quest. Her early success in the field and her father's support suggest she will be a valuable asset to the team's endeavors to uncover Oak Island's secrets. The air buzzed with anticipation as the Oak Island team gathered at Smith's Cove, the morning sun glinting off the water. Gary Drayton stood front and center, his trusted metal detector slung over his shoulder. Beside him stood a new addition to the team, his daughter, Katya Drayton. Though she shared her father's sharp eyes and adventurous spirit, Katya brought her unique perspective to the search, a fresh energy that everyone hoped would breathe new life into their efforts. "All right, Katya," Gary said, clapping a hand on her shoulder. "First rule of treasure hunting, patience. The second rule, never underestimate the stories buried beneath our feet." Katya grinned. "And the third rule?" Gary's face split into a mischievous smile. "Always keep an eye on me for pointers." The team chuckled as Rick Legina stepped forward. "We're glad to have you here, Katya. Your dad's instincts have been invaluable to us, and I'm sure the apple hasn't fallen far from the tree. Let's get started." Smith's Cove was a labyrinth of mystery, a place that had yielded clues to the Oak Island enigma for years. The tide was low, exposing stretches of muck and rock that had been meticulously sifted through before, but never with Katya's fresh eyes. Today, she would begin her maiden treasure hunt alongside her father, the metal detecting ninja. Katya adjusted her gloves, feeling the weight of expectation. "All right, Dad. Lead the way." The duo moved to an area where Gary had previously detected faint signals, but had not had the chance to fully investigate. As they walked, Katya's metal detector buzzed softly in her hands. She moved methodically, scanning the ground while her father watched with pride. "Getting any good tones?" Gary asked. "A few," Katya replied, "but nothing solid yet." "Remember, sometimes it's the faint signals that lead to the biggest finds," Gary said, crouching beside her. "Let's check that spot again." Katya's detector emitted a sharp beep, and she knelt down, brushing away the top layer of sand. A small, tarnished object began to reveal itself. She carefully pried it free, holding it up for her father to inspect. Gary's eyes widened. "Would you look at that? A musket ball, and an old one at that. Could be 17th or 18th century." Rick and Marty Lagina hurried over to examine the find. "Nice work, Katya," Marty said, nodding appreciatively. "It's a good sign that we're in the right area." "Thanks," Katya said, her cheeks flushing. "But it's just the start. Let's see what else this place is hiding." As the hours passed, Katya's confidence grew. She found fragments of pottery, rusted nails, and even a small coin that Gary identified as Spanish in origin. Each discovery added another layer to the story of Smith's Cove, and Katya felt a growing connection to the island's enigmatic past. But it wasn't all smooth sailing. Midway through the day, her detector started picking up erratic signals near a patch of rocks. She dug feverishly, only to uncover what turned out to be a modern bottle cap. "Welcome to the reality of treasure hunting," Gary said, laughing. "You've got to take the junk with the gems." Katya rolled her eyes good-naturedly. "I'll consider it a rite of passage." As the sun dipped lower in the sky, the team regrouped to share their findings. Gary couldn't help but beam with pride as Katya laid out her contributions. "Not bad for your first day," Rick said, examining the Spanish coin. "This could be a significant piece of the puzzle. What do you think, Gary?" "I think Katya's got a knack for this," Gary replied. "She's already picked up on the subtleties of detecting that take most people years to learn. Must be in the blood." Katya laughed. "Or maybe I just have a great teacher." As the team packed up for the day, Marty approached Katya. "You know, there's something about fresh perspectives that can change the way we look at things. Your dad's been invaluable to this operation, and I have a feeling you're going to be just as important." "Thank you," Katya said. "I'm just happy to be a part of it. There's something magical about this place. It feels like the island wants to share its secrets, but only if we're willing to listen." Gary nodded, his expression thoughtful. "That's the key, love. Oak Island doesn't give up its mysteries easily. But with persistence and a bit of luck, who knows what we might find." Later that evening, as the team gathered around a fire to unwind, Katya found herself reflecting on the day. She'd grown up hearing her father's tales of treasure hunting, but experiencing it firsthand was something else entirely. The thrill of discovery, the camaraderie of the team, and the allure of the island's mysteries had captivated her. Gary handed her a mug of tea and sat down beside her. "So what's the verdict? Are you hooked?" Katya smiled. "Completely. I can see why you've dedicated so much of your life to this. It's not just about the treasure, is it? It's about the journey." Gary's eyes twinkled. "Now you're getting it. And who knows? Maybe one day it'll be you leading the next generation of treasure hunters." Katya looked out at the darkened cove, the waves lapping gently against the shore. Somewhere beneath the surface, secrets waited to be uncovered. She felt a surge of excitement for what tomorrow might bring. For the first time, she truly understood why her father loved this life. And she was ready to make her own mark on the story of Oak Island.